Hello everybody and welcome back to another mystery box function challenge. In this purple mystery box there is some math and your job is to figure out what that math is. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, something stranger by putting in numbers at the top and seeing how they're transformed when they come out the bottom. We'll keep track of your ins and outs in this chart here, and we'll even graph those as points so you can see the shape that this math makes on a graph, and maybe that'll help you. You can use the link in the description to get to this page and just plug in as many numbers as you want until you think you've got a solution. Pause the video while you're doing that, then come on back and see if I come up with the same solution that you did. All right, well, let's see. Let's begin with 0 as we do. And 0 is 0. So this could be any number of lines without anything added to it. It could be x squared, it could be x cubed. There's a whole bunch of possibilities. Let's put in a 1. Okay, so this just could be the line f of x equals x, or it could be x squared still, right? Because 1 squared is 1. It could be x cubed because 1 cubed is 1. So still lots of possibilities. Let's put in a 2. This will help narrow it down. Okay, so it looks like we might have a very simple line here of f of x equals x. It looks like every number is just itself. You put it in, it comes out the same. You put in a 3, right? Okay, that looks good. We should, before we decide that this is the case, we should try some negative values too, just to see. -1 should be -1. Ah, and it's not. It's a +1. Now that's interesting. So we've seen this kind of symmetry. Well, we don't know if it's totally symmetrical. Let's put in a -2 and -3 and see what that looks like. -2 gives a +2, -3. If it follows the pattern, should give a +3. Yeah, so this is symmetrical across this y-axis. It's a mirror image. And we've seen this with x squared, the shape of a parabola, but this does not look like a curve. This looks like two just straight lines that kind of meet as a V here on the graph. So have you seen this before? Do you know what kind of function this is? Looking at the numbers might also give you a clue. It seems to do something different to positive numbers and negative numbers. With positive numbers, it just gives the number back. Whatever you put in that's positive just stays positive. And with negative numbers, it gives you the number back, but it makes them positive. So it's a function that makes any number the positive version of itself. And that actually is called the absolute value function. And I think that's what we have going on here. I think this is f of x equals the absolute value of x, and these straight lines, that means absolute value. So I think that's what's happening. And we could test this with further ones. The thing is, any negative number is going to come out positive. So I put in a -4, I should get a 4. And if I put in a +4, I should just get a 4. And it seems to be the case. So I'm gonna say let's go ahead and reveal this and see if we're right. And there it is. F of x is the absolute value of x. And let's look at that graph. It's a really interesting shaped graph. This is one of the few graphs where you have, this sharp turn, this corner here. So if you see a graph that looks like a V, even if it's like wider or narrower or upside down, probably absolute value is in there somewhere. Well, how did that go for you? I think this was kind of a tricky one if you're not used to it. Did you see that this was the absolute value, or did this one stump you? Let me know. Thanks, everybody.